Ya Devlet Paşa, ya Kuzgun Laşa.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Season finale, and I've had enough of this diplomatic nonsense. The worst season finale I've ever seen in my being. Let's start off with Helen. How is this woman getting an award? You might as well give an award to the forest in Kurulus Osman, because it's in Kurulus Osman. Secondly, Aygul and Cherkotay apparently get married. Cherkotay, he had no conversion story whatsoever. He became Muslim because he felt like it. And I'll put that out there right now. Yeah, he became Muslim because he felt like it. You see Ahmed, who saw Ertugrul's honesty and all of these characteristics, and he has such a deep conversion story that everyone can learn from. Cherkotay is a joke, and Aygul was supposed to be this deep character with trauma that she's coming out of, with a baby. I don't know where that baby's disappeared to, and she comes and she's been reduced to someone who just laughs at Cherkotay's jokes all the time. That's what she's been reduced to, unfortunately. Moving on. How are they speaking so loud while they're scouting? You see this scouting scene, and these guys are having a full-blown conversation. This is supposed to be a moment where everyone's tense. But look, they're cracking jokes. And this tells us something deeper about this show. That there is no threat. And that's why they're cracking these jokes while they're scouting 2 meters away from the enemy. Because we know they're going to go in there, kill a few soldiers, and say Allahu Akbar. Thirdly, we saw the Sultan. Great man. Says, La ghaliba illallah. Why is this Sultan here? The only reason he's here is to big up Osman. And I stick by that. Sultan Alauddin, he didn't just respect Ertugrul. He was his own man as well. This Sultan, all he says is, oh Osman, you're so great. That's all he's here for. So there's no development on the Sultan. They brought him in for 2 episodes. Why does Osman need all of these people to fight the Crusaders? Why does he need this man from here and this man from here and the whole Sultan here? After that, if you don't defeat the Crusaders, I should slap you as well. If you've got help from the whole world and you still can't kill Nicola, you should probably go and retire yourself, mate. Thirdly, what is the point of all of these silly commanders? You have Commandant Jason, Dukas. They come in for 1 episode and they get killed. Or they're just standing by Nicola. What are they there for? They have these entrances where apparently these are the most famous commanders in the whole of the Christian Empire. And they come in and they're bigged up so much and they just get killed off. And they do nothing. Yeah. These are commanders that are taking away from Nicola. They're taking away from what Nicola could have done. The man who's playing Nicola, he played him well, but there's nothing for Nicola to do because he's got all these commanders around him that he just has to talk with all the time. Dukas got killed in 1 second? Fourthly, Zoe got found out without doing anything. It was so easy. I told you last time that they need to add some threat into Zoe's character, where she actually causes something bad to happen. But no, they're not gonna do it. Easily, when Bala Hatun and her friend went to chase up Zoe, they could have had them fall into a trap where Zoe captures them. And now things are gone wrong, because Osman's fighting on this side, they've been captured on this side. But no, they found her out before she done anything, and it's all happily ever after. This is not how you make a good show. It doesn't need a rocket science to tell you that. Fifthly, let's talk about the battle scene. Yeah? I didn't know what was going on. There was time jumps here, time jumps here. I didn't know what was going on. But there was no threat. As in, you knew that they were going to win at the end of the day. So nothing went wrong really. They had some retreat scene where they retreated and came back the next day. But we all knew that they're going to win. Nothing went terribly wrong where we're like on the edge of our seats. And so really, you're indifferent to what happens in this battle scene. Because we all know that it can't be that bad, whatever happens. That's why no one cares. That's the reason. Because the directors don't want to add any real threat. I'll say it again. The directors don't want to add any real threat. Then we had the most irrelevant guy shooting an arrow at Nicola. Why couldn't it be anyone else? Firstly, why didn't Nicola die in this season finale? Secondly, why did it have to be Umar Bey's Alp, who we thought was going to be a traitor actually? That would have been interesting. But he's the one that goes on top of the hill and shoots an arrow at Nicola. It could have been anyone. It could have been someone that Nicola's wronged or something. I don't know. But it had to be this dead Alp. Turan Alp died. If you want to get rid of someone, yeah, get rid of Buran. Turan Alp, he had potential. But then again, you'd have to show Goncha crying for another season. And then you'd have to show Buran's funeral. So maybe not Buran. But you know what I'm saying? Why Turan Alp? The Adhan scene, I liked it, yeah. That was good. Nicola, I think last episode as well, he said something like, Inshallah. He had something where he was telling Jukas about Inshallah. This time he's talking about the Adhan. So I like what they're doing with Nicola, man. It's like he understands the enemy. He's not just this naive guy that's bad. He's got depth around him. But the way they butchered him with all of these extra commanders, that's the tragedy. If they focused on him, it would have been amazing. Aisha, Gunduz's wife. She's just being silly. She's some irrelevant character and they're making her cause trouble to Bala Hatun. Like, if you want to be bad, be bad. If you want to be good, be good. Don't be this silly character in the middle just to waste time on screen. That's my comment on Aisha. She's useless. Gunduz is useless as well. He takes away from Osman's character by always agreeing with him and does nothing else really. Why can't they just have Nicola fight? Why are they so scared of making Nicola fight? I personally believe that he either has a knee injury, or he hasn't been trained in sword fighting for some reason, or he has a wrist injury maybe. He's got to have something. Don't even get me started on this ending scene. It makes me angry deep down inside. It makes me angry, this ending scene does. Because it's like, what have they done, man? I think I've talked enough about this whole Bollywood thing, about the whole Osman's hand gestures thing. It's terrible. So I don't think I have to comment more on it. But for a season finale to end like it did, it makes you cry. It makes you cry deep down. Malhoun Hatun, I don't even like commenting about her anymore because there's no chemistry between Osman and Malhoun Hatun. I'm no expert, yeah, but Turkey has a population of however many million, and they have to pick this person for Malhoun Hatun. That's what I have to say on this matter. Those are my last words. If Bala Hatun's gonna have a baby like 2 hours after Malhoun Hatun, why didn't they just wait a little bit instead of having this whole silly storyline of a second wife? So overall, battle scene, no one cares. They're gonna win anyway. Ending scene, terrible. Cherkutai Aigul, commanders, ruined the season. Season 3, what do I think? I think that they should expand on the white-bearded men. Right now, these are the most useless people on earth. All they do is say, Osman, well done. You're going to establish a state. Great. Thanks. Next time, we'll see you again. They need to make there a threat where these white-bearded men are going to be exposed. And not only exposed, they're going to be exposed and there's going to be consequences to their exposition. I don't know if that's the right word. Secondly, Nicola, they need to develop him as a character. They need to have him on the main stage, out and about, fighting, doing what Noyan was doing in season 2. I think that would change the game because he's such a good actor. And they need to just spend time on Osman. They need to spend time on Osman as a warrior, as a survivor. They need to have him doing missions with high stakes, which result in this tribe following him or conquering this place. They need to have less battles and more missions. That's my take on season 3. If season 3 starts like season 2 ended, ma salama. This is the last you're seeing of me. Assalamu alaikum.